Okay, this is my recipe for after Turkey Day soup. So you can vary it according to what you have, but I'm just going to do it with what I got here. So I'm going to take an onion, throw this in there. In the pot. Take some celery. Actually, I have, what the hell, I got a red onion piece left over. I'll throw that in there too. And throw some celery in there. I'm going to use the rest of this after the soup is done, but I like the middle. I like the middle with the leaves, flower part. So put that in there. And I got some carrots. Carrots. What else do we got? Okay, so then we got, here's a carcass. It's broken up into some pieces. It's like a 12-quart stock pot that you can use. I got some more. I got some meat here, but there's also some bones. Throw that in there. Wings. Some thighs. Drumsticks. Pretty packed in there now. Okay, so to that, get rid of this. Now I usually don't put fresh herbs in the soup until the end, but I got a bunch, so I'm going to add some sage and some thyme. And then I'll add about a cup of white wine. And then I'll fill the rest up with some chicken stock. Make up the difference with some water. Then I'll just keep adding as needed. So now I'm going to put this on the stove and I'm going to cover it and I'm going to simmer it for about 2 hours and then we'll take a look at it. Oh, by the way, let's get a little more creative. Let's add some peppercorns. Gotta have some bay leaf. Got about 3 of those. Some garlic. A couple of tablespoons of minced garlic. And of course, about 2 teaspoons of salt, kosher salt. So that's it now. We'll put that on the stove and let it simmer for a couple hours, like I said, and I'll be back. Okay, so the soup's come out after 2 hours, and this is what it looks like. That is awesome. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate it. So now I'm going to transfer all these parts. I didn't think there was that much in there. That's some dark colored broth right there. Okay, so now I'm going to pick all the bones and everything off the meat and off the, or all the meat off the bones, however you want to look at it. And then I'll put that part of it in the fridge and I'll put the broth in the refrigerator. And tomorrow I'll show you how I finish the soup. One other thing I wanted to show you was I need to strain this more fine than the colander, so I'm going to put it through a strainer here. See the color of that though. That's stupid dishwasher. That's pretty dark. That's going to be awesome. So I'll be back tomorrow to show you how I finish it. Okay, so this is how to finish off the turkey soup. So I got this here out of the refrigerator from last night. And now's a good time to skim off all this fat because it's congealed at the top. So I'll do that real quick. Okay, so now we're going to cook it back into the pan. And I got a mirepoix here again. Carrots, celery, and onions, about 2 cups of each, and I got a fine dice on this. So we'll add all of this into the pan. Then we'll take, I got some thyme here, some fresh thyme. Let's see. It's about 2 tablespoons. And I got some fresh sage. This is just the leaves. We'll do a quick chiffonade on this. To the pot. Actually, I'm looking to put, that's a little much. I'm only going to put a couple tablespoons of it. And then we got some parsley, fresh parsley. About a quarter cup of that. Last but not least, we got the meat. I got all that meat off the carcass and everything. So put all this in there. If I can get it out. Oh yeah. This is going to be a hearty soup. And then we'll put some pepper. I'm going to wait on the salt until it comes up to temperature, and then we'll salt it at the end. So I'm going to put this on the stove, and once it heats up, I'll be back. Okay, so this has just come to the boil, and now it's only going to take about 10 minutes for the vegetables to soften and the meat to heat up. So after that 10-minute time, I'll taste it to see what it needs. I'm going to taste it now. Wow. Wow. The flavor is incredible, but it still needs that time for everything, all the new stuff to blend a little bit. That's the way I cook is, you know, start something the day before, then I work on it the next day. It's all about the flavors blending, and it's not quick stuff. If you want to cook, you know, if you want stuff to have a deep flavor, you got to work on it. So I'm going to let this go another, I don't know, 8 minutes, and then I'll be back for the final seasoning, and I'll show you how I eat this. Okay, so it's been about 8 minutes now, and I'm going to taste it. Needs salt. Put about a tablespoon in there. Now, whenever you salt something, it's a good idea to let it cook a little while before you retaste it, because a lot of times the initial impression, it won't be there, and then once it has a chance to cook a little bit, it'll taste a lot more salty. So I'm going to let it cook a little bit, and I'll be back. Okay, well, it's had a chance to cook now, and oh yeah, the vegetables are soft and everything. So what I'm going to do, I got some leftover stuffing. Make a bowl in the middle. Pour that baby right over it. Oh yeah. Look at the color of that broth. stuffing in here. Oh man. That is one hell of a meal right there. So there you have it. Turkey soup made from the carcass, leftover stuffing. Doesn't get any better than this, and it will be the best you'll ever taste. Oh yeah. Wow. That is really good. For those of you that are wondering, the stuffing that I put in here is that onion and cornbread stuffing with the leeks and all that, and the pine nuts. And what I'm noticing now as I'm eating it is, you got the contrast of the pine nuts, the nice crunchiness, and the vegetables, which are a little bit chewy, and the meat, which is a little chewy. And the flavor of the stuffing with the cornbread is really unbelievable in here. You need to try this. Alright, see you later. Okay, look at that color of that soup. That stuff is still unbelievable. Look at the stuffing. And Max is going to taste it now. You got to bend down a little bit. Crunch down. There you go. Is that some good shit?
It's insane how it's insane how good of a cook you are.
Thank you.
I can't.
The stuffing
The best soup I've ever had.
Isn't the stuffing a nice contrast?
Yeah, it's just amazing. It's good. It's just really good.
And what do I usually say?
No, I'm not gonna say it. Sorry. See you later.